Hey there friends, welcome back to my channel. Shalita here. You guys, got a good one for you today. So who doesn't love a good book haul? I love a good book haul, especially when you're watching someone else spend their money. You kind of get to live vicariously through them. Unfortunately, I'm actually just living through myself and the decision that I made to purchase all these books. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, baby. The more the merrier. So that's what we got going on today, folks. We have a book haul video for you. Yes, the Book Outlet sale. If you're not familiar with Book Outlet, it is like this it's this company that sells like overstock books that they get from other stores. Maybe they are a surplus from publishing companies, whatnot, whatever. Their loss, our gain. So Book Outlet is based in Canada, I'm pretty sure. And several times of the year they do a $5.99 fiction sale. And yeah, you're racked up. We're gonna see what we got. Before we do that, y'all know the drill, you know, the homework assignment for, you know, the new folks in the class. You know, tap them on the shoulder, whisper it in the ear, let them know. We like, comment, subscribe, hype each other up over here, baby. Come back for more. So let's just get into it. Cause your girl's hot, you know. I had to turn all the fans off. Y'all know I'm in perimenopause. Babe, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. So let's just get to it. All right. So yes, did you all, if you shop Book Outlet, did you all pick up anything during the most recent $5.99 sale? Let me know. I mean, you don't have to run down everything that you picked up. You know, I don't want you to feel compelled to tell on yourself in the comments. But I mean, tell me, you know, what was something that was like maybe the best book that you picked up from the sale? What did you get that was like your most anticipated? I don't know, just, I'm being nosy. I just want to share. I just want to share. I want us to share with each other. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, baby. I don't remember what I ordered. When did this sale happen? At least a month or two ago. These boxes have been sitting over there for a couple weeks now. So yeah. I was waiting around for the right time to film, and it's now. All right, so let's just get into things. Now listen, generally the books are in pretty good condition. I have had a couple that have, you know, weren't in the best shape. I've never sent a book back. There was one that I was almost like, I could have, but a little tape did the trick. I wasn't harping on it. But in the future, baby, that's my money. I worked hard for it. You gonna give me what I paid for, which is a good quality item. For those of you who shop the sale, what are you normally like looking for? Just anything? Are you looking for fantasy? Are you looking for, oh, I did get that book. See, I was watching Kayla. Hey girl. I was watching one of Kayla's videos and she was reading this book and I was like, girl, I think I put that back. I don't think I picked it up. I was going to, but whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't think I got it. I did. I got it. All right, let me shut up, y'all, because I get a little hyperactive and the mind gets to going. So let's get these out. Let's see what we got. Like I said, I don't remember everything, but I know that I was, as I always am, looking for Black literature. Books by Black authors. By far, hands down, Book Outlet for me has had the best selection of books by Black authors. Some books that I've heard of, books that I haven't heard of. Not to say that they haven't been around and that others haven't heard of them, but just for me, a lot of times I'm like, I'm just amazed because I'm like, I've never heard of this book. I haven't seen it. Guys, we got a lot of books to get through. I want to say I picked up like 20 books this time around. All right. Ooh. And just an assortment, but like I said, I'm pretty sure most of them, at least 90% of them are by Black authors. Could be other authors. No shade to them, nothing wrong to them, but I want to support my people in any way that I can. Plus, it's, you know, these are excellent stories that anyway, my people. So okay, first book. This is the one that I just mentioned that Kayla was reading over on her channel. The last video that I read of hers. Brandon. Y'all forgive me. Let me a little juice. This is probably not helping the chaos in my brain. The first book out of the box is Psycho, Pomp and Circumstance by Eden Royce. I Don't quite remember what this book is about. That's what I don't want to do. I don't want to have to like run down full-on synopsis. So I'm gonna read over the little synopsis a minute, and then I'm gonna tell you my interpretation of what's going on in this damn book. So first off, historical of something. Could be historical horror. I think it's historical horror or fiction, fantasy, something. Just read the synopsis, Shalita. Okay. Oh, okay. This sounds good. Anyway, okay, let's run it down. So this sounds like this is historical horror. That's what I'm getting. Southern Gothic historical fantasy. Y'all, I feel like I'm going to be in for a time with this. So we have our main character. Her name is Fee. And so Fee is the daughter of freed slaves, free black business owners in New Charleston. So basically Fee has been she lives a sheltered life. You know, she does what her mama tell her to do. Because girlfriend, you're not about to be out here running these streets. You gonna behave your damn self. You gonna marry well. That's apparently that's all they can hope for her. Fee's like, listen, I'm tired of living this sheltered life. I just want to let my bun down and have some fun. Okay, so the auntie dies, right? So Fee's like, let me step up to the plate. I will take on the role of pomp. It's a highly honored duty. So this person is in charge of making like the funeral arrangements and stuff. So she's like, listen, let me take this opportunity to get the hell up out of here and go, you know, arrange auntie's funeral. So it's a little bit of, yes, I want to, you know, step up to the plate for my family, but also I need to get the hell away from my mama and live my life. She gets to the auntie's place in Horizon. I don't know if Horizon is also in Charleston, but anyway, she travels alone to the town of Horizon in her aunt's unsettling home. Visions, haints, ghosts, goblins is what's gonna be waiting for her at this house. And she's gonna realize that some secrets transcend the borders of life and death. So we sound like we're gonna be in for a good time for a short time, because this book is less than 200 pages. This might be a good read for fall, for sure. All right, next we have The Gravity of Us. This is a part of the Element series. So I did pick up, what is it? The Fire Between High and Low. I picked that up during the last book outlet sale, and it is also a part of the Element series. So The Gravity of Us by Brittany Cherry, a part of the Element series. Y'all know Brittany is messy drama, Lifetime movie, love stories going on. That's, you know, that's her pen game. Dang. Okay, dang. My man was going through it. Okay. They sound a mess. This is like, so basically the little synopsis on the back isn't even a synopsis. It's kind of like a blurb from the female main character's perspective. So it sounds like this is a couple that aren't meant to be together. They are different. But he's the yin to her yang, apparently. So Brittany Cherry's synopsis are pretty vague in that sense. You know, you don't get a whole lot. So you're kind of going into this a little blind. All I know is it sounds like these two should not be together. They probably don't belong together. Lucy, her name is Lucy. Lucy and Graham. Yeah, what she says. They say some people aren't meant to be together. That Graham and I were too different to ever make any sense. I was driven by emotion. She was dramatic, probably a Leo. He kept his walls high. I dreamed of a brighter future. He passed his days in nightmares. Despite all that, we sometimes shared seconds. Seconds when our eyes locked and when we saw each other's secrets. Seconds when his lips tasted my fears and I breathed in his pain. Girl, what does that even mean? I digress. Seconds when we both imagined what it would be like to love one another. But Graham Russell wasn't a man who knew how to love. And I wasn't a woman who knew how to stay. Yet if I had the chance to fall again, I'd fall with him forever. Oof. Even if we were always destined to crash against solid ground. Sounds dramatic as hell. These two sound like they both need therapy and maybe they shouldn't even be trying to be in a relationship. That's a Brittany Cherry book for you. That is a Brittany Cherry book for you. I need to read a Brittany Cherry book. It has been a while. I think the last Brittany Cherry book I read was The Air He Breathes. And baby, I was boo-hooing. Viola Davis boo-hooing. It was bad. It was ugly. But yeah, excited for that. All right. And y'all read a Brittany Cherry book? What is the last Brittany Cherry book that you read? Let me know down in the comments. If you've never read anything by her, you like Lifetime movies, you used to sit and watch Lifetime movies with your mama and your granny, go ahead and read one of these. Matter of fact, get the audio book and pop one earbud in your mama's ear, pop one earbud in your ear, listen together. Y'all gonna have something to talk about, I guarantee it. Except when they get to the spicy stuff. Take it earbud out of her ear, put it in yours, so just you listening to it. Don't let her listen to them nasty scenes, okay? Okay, so this one I have seen on people's channels, so I know we are all locked in to this book outlet sale, because I've seen this book on other people's channels. This is The Cursed House by Del Sandine. I'm just racking up some Halloween books, ain't I? Fall, here we come. I'm ready for it. So look at that cover. Y'all know this gotta be, this is Haney. That's what my great auntie used to say. She would say Haney, them Haney movies. All right, let me look at it, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what it's about. First of all, historical aspect, set in 1962. We in the South, baby. So baby, let's talk about it. Okay, so this sounds like this is historical horror, historical fantasy. So this is set in 1962. So our main character, her name is Gemma, and Gemma, she's 27, she's a youngin', she a baby, but she's desperate to escape her life in Chicago. So it sounds like Gemma is the bit of a medium. She's a little clairvoyant. She got the gift, baby. She got the gift. She got the powers. But for some reason, she thinks, hey, let me run away to New Orleans because I'm trying to get away from these ghosts and haunts in Chicago. I don't know what possessed her to think that. Baby, you're going to Louisiana. That's the South. Girlfriend. Slavery. Girl, you think there's ghosts and haunts and spirits in Chicago. Baby, you go to Louisiana. You in the South, boo. What are you running from? You running right to it. But I mean, that's just my opinion. That's just, do you, Gemma, do you. I'm just saying, you definitely about to see some ghosts, haunts, spirits in Louisiana. Oh, that's why. Okay, I'm gonna give her a pass. She wasn't just running from the ghosts in Chicago. She gets a job offer, okay? She gets this little letter from the Duchamp family in New Orleans, and she accepts, thinking this is her chance to start over and get away from, you know, the spirits and haunts in Chicago. Well, she gets there, baby, she sees this family and they're basically white passing, as they would say in the black community. They high yellow. They look down on her because she's, you know, she's brown skinned. So there's that colorism. So, and the family kind of weird. They're a little off. They're a little off is what it sounds like. And apparently she learns that the family is cursed, and they looking at her little chocolate self like she is the key to breaking that curse. Don't know how, but it says Gemma wrestles with the gift she's run from all her life. She unravels deeper and more disturbing secrets about the Duchamps, secrets that stretch back over a century, over 100 years, baby. Of course, there's a legacy there. It's Louisiana. Secrets that bind her to their fate if she fails. Secrets that bind her to their fate. So is she gonna be cursed too if she can't break the curse? Girl, you should stage your ass in Chicago. Y'all know I love historical fiction. This is set in the South, so this sounds like a good time. I'm gonna be scared. I'm gonna be scared this fall. So next, we have a romance. I really like this cover too. This is called Vanessa Jarrett's Got a Man. Okay, girl, you got a man. And this is by Laquette. Listen, sister, I'm sorry. I'm probably butchering your name. As someone who's had their name butchered my whole life, I'm sorry. If y'all know the correct pronunciation of this name, feel free to put the phonetic spelling down in the comments. Feel free, or otherwise y'all can just keep saying it wrong like me too. So this is a romance, and that cover is so cute. Girl, get your man. Vanessa got a man, y'all. All right, let's see. Let's run it down. Let's see what it's about. 40. Ooh, I love it. She's in her 40s. Yes. We need more books about this demographic. Because, baby, we ain't going nowhere. We got at least 40 plus years on this earth left. We're not dead. We still enjoy life. We still enjoy life. Picking up what I'm putting down? Your aunties and uncles still got life in them, baby. Okay? This ain't just for the 20s, for the little 20-somethings. We're still here. We still here. And I'll get sidetracked. Anyway, okay, so Vanessa's in her 40s. Boom. Oh, post-divorce. Go queen. Congratulations. Ooh, and she done created a little singles club. Okay, girl. Ooh, this one sounds messy, y'all. Oh. Her ex-husband is dirty. Okay, baby, I don't even know what trope I don't even know. Baby, this is original. I repeat, this is original. Okay, so check it. Okay, so our girl Vanessa is in her 40s. She is divorced, and she decides to start this little singles club. Hey, sexy singles over 40, whatever. Whoop, whoop, we're here to stay. Right? The club is a success. She got all these new friends. I don't know if it's a lot of new friends. I could be making that up. But anyway, she got her little clique now, right? She's living her life. They are doing them. 2 years go by. Some guy come knocking on her door like, hey, guess what? I need your help. Your ex is getting ready to marry my little sister. He a piece of shit. I don't trust him. I need you to help me break this up. First of all, if I'm Vanessa, I would have been like, sir, how is that my problem? Your sister's a grown woman. He my ex. I don't have nothing to do with that. Which is what Vanessa's all prepared to do. She's prepared to slam his door in this man's face. Till she sees the picture of his little sister and her trifling ass ex-husband. And the girl, the new fiance, his fiance, is wearing Vanessa's grandmother's ring. Family heirloom. Did Vanessa give that ring to that man? No. His trifling ass stole her grandmama's ring and put it on his that new girl. We're not gonna call her out of her name. You know, the man was divorced. That's her grandmama ring. He stole it. So she's like, cool, bet. I'ma tap in. I'm gonna help you because I need this ring back. So they're gonna team up. Track this man whore down so she can get that ring back. What she doesn't expect is to fall in love along the way. Y'all, it's messy. It sounds messy because how are you falling in love with your ex's potential brother-in-law? This sounds messy, like a messy good time. And I'm kind of here for it. It's less than 300 pages. So Vanessa Jarrett's got a man. Well, girl, you better get him. I don't know who did the cover, but it's artwork. Yes, please. Moving on. We just rolling. Next. So this is a sequel. Have I read the first book? No. Mind your business. But this is book 2, and I think it's a duology, honestly. I think it's a duology. So this is book 2. This is I Am the Dark That Answers When You Call by Jameson Shea. I'm just gonna start omitting names. I'm gonna start saying by the first name. I'll show you the book because I'm just starting disrespecting these authors. But this is book 2. Book 1. All right, so I Feed Her to the Beast is book 1. I think it's a duology. How many books is in the series? Has anybody read either of these books? Let me know. I'm not gonna bother reading to you what the book is about because it's book 2. This is book 1. So if I read the synopsis to book 2, then it's gonna give away whatever happened in book 1. And I wanna be surprised because I haven't even read book 1. By God, I hope book 1 is good. I need to switch out memory cards. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. So book 2 in the series, this is, like I was saying, this is young adult, I'm pretty sure. Set in Paris, young adult horror. If I read the synopsis, it might give something away from book 1. So we're not gonna do that. Next, now this one, it is just starting to become more and more apparent to me that I am like a historical fiction girly. So the next book is The Filling Station by Vanessa Miller. I mean, you can look at that cover and pretty much gather that this is like historical fiction or something along that realm. Ooh, y'all, this synopsis, baby. Vanessa, you killing me, baby. This print is not 40-year-old eyes approved. Let me skim it, tell you what's going on. Okay, so first of all, we have 2 sisters, Margaret and Evelyn. We know that for sure. Oh, okay. So we got 2 sisters who grew up around Black Wall Street. In Tulsa, Oklahoma. So just to give you kind of an idea of the time frame we're around. Oh, this is gonna be, whew. Yeah, y'all, I'm already like getting goosebumps. Just reading this, just thinking about it. Okay, so, all right, so we have these 2 sisters. We have Margaret and Evelyn. They grew up in Tulsa, Oklahoma when, when Black Wall Street was thriving. They grew up in a time in an area where Black people, had hope. They had wealth and education and art, and they had everything going for them. They could actually dream big. One of the sisters was dreaming about going east to go to college to study fashion, and one of them was dreaming about going to teach at the local high school. So one wanted to go off and become a fashion designer, and one wanted to hey, be a teacher, shape the mind, shape the minds of the youth, start a family. These girls had everything to live for back then. And as it goes, and this is historical fiction, so this is based on actual things that happened. Then in 1921, you had the Tulsa Race Massacre. The whites seeing everything that these Black people had built for themselves, and in their hate and their jealousy and yada yada yada, they burned it all down. So you have these two girls who had it all and are now they have nothing. And they flee their home and they find themselves at the filling station. The filling station, they are basically, they find, some sense of community. These are also people who have, it sounds like these are also people who have, maybe lost things and that are trying to process their pain as well. And just trying to find their hope again, find themselves again, find God again. Because after experiencing what they experienced, that can weigh heavy on your faith and your spirituality. Make you question things, make you even question God. So they're at the filling station. They are able to do that. They find their faith and their hope again. Yeah, it just sounds like this is going to be a book that's not only heartbreaking, but also is going to help show, how resilient Black people are, how resilient Black people were during that time, even in the face of such, atrocities. So, y'all know your girl. I'm probably gonna be crying reading this damn thing. Let me know if you have read The Filling Station. What was your impression of it? Did you enjoy it? Did you cry? Oh, and she wrote The American Queen, which I also picked up at the last book. Y'all, my daughter's probably like in the room. If she's listening to me, she's snickering right now, laughing at me. Stutter and stumble all over myself. That's her favorite thing to do, is to mock me. Have kids, they say. It'll be fun, they say. All right. Next, we have Swift River by S.C. Chambers. So this is, now listen, some of y'all gonna read this year and be like, oh, that's historical fiction. Bro, I was literally 3 years old. 1987. Shut up. This book is set in 1987. Main character's name is Diamond. Oh my god. So this one sounds like, this one might be a little messy too, but maybe not necessarily messy, but it sounds like there's some family secrets that are gonna get revealed in this book. So we have our main character. Diamond. So Diamond, it sounds like Diamond is biracial. Her father was Black. Basically, so it's 1987. Her father died 7 years prior. Well, he disappeared 7 years prior, right? Don't really know what happened to him, but I guess everybody's assuming he's dead. So anyway, dad's been missing for like 7 years. Diamond is, Diamond and her mom, they're trying to move on with their lives. So mom's like, hey, we need to, get them to declare your daddy dead so we can cash this life insurance check. The bank is get ready to take the house. We need them to say this man's dead so we can get this money. So they're grappling with that, the potential of, potential homelessness. It sounds like they also have been without transportation, they broke. And then this letter comes from this relative on her father's side. And it opens up this whole new world for her. She's meeting generations of Black women on her dad's side that, women that she didn't know, a family that she didn't know about. So all this, this whole new world, this whole new family is opening up to her. And it sounds like they're gonna have some stories to tell her. It sounds like Diamond is going to learn about some things that, that her family has had to endure, the Black side of her family has had to endure throughout the years. And she's gonna discover her place in, in this family, in this world. So sounds like a story, sounds like a coming of age story. And yeah, you know, sounds interesting. You know, I love a good family drama, so here for it. Want to know what happened to Daddy's ass. All right, so that was the first box. Let's keep. Yeah, if y'all need a drink, go get a drink. I didn't even tell y'all. Y'all probably should have got a drink before we got started. That's what the pause button's for, though. So if you need to go get a drink, go ahead and get your drink. Let me take me a little sip. Yeah, I know that like most people are like, oh God, I want to be rich so I can buy 20 cars and a big mansion and yada 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 and hire someone to cook, clean, yada yada yada. No, I just want to be rich so I can just read and garden and make stuff. I want that security. I want that safety and security that I know that, you know, bills gonna get paid and I can kick back and read my books, because I've got a lot of unread books here. And I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to myself. Like, I get it. I hear this talk about like overconsumption and all that, but somebody who hopes to be on this earth for at least another 40 plus years, I don't see anything wrong with us, you know, stacking the deck in our favors here, buying books. Because when I get older and I don't feel like going out in public, I'm gonna need my friends back here to keep me entertained, you know. Can't be lonely when you got friends back here like this, right? I'm probably gonna slow down a little bit. My birthday is coming up in September. Team Virgo here. So, I think I am gonna slow down just a tad so I can, you know, shop for my birthday. But I still got some money on a gift card for Barnes, so I don't know. We might have another little purchase before, or maybe I'll save it for my birthday. I don't know. I'll think about it. All right, let's keep going. I work these muscles, baby. All right. Yes. Y'all, I'm so excited. For now, I'm back on my schedule. So that should give me more time to film. That should give me more time to read. I am so excited. All right. So I know that, you know, we are in a time where we just want instant gratification. Like, we want to go to the bookstore, grab the book that we want, bring it back home. We want to order something on Amazon, get it the next day, get same day shipping. Yes, book outlet orders tend to take a while to get here. But what I love about ordering from book outlet, I forget what I've ordered. And if I let the boxes sit for a long time, I really forget what I ordered. So when I finally open the packages, it feels like Christmas. It feels like a surprise. Like, I don't remember what I ordered. I literally don't. I love books. I do. I'm so glad that we are, you know, in a time where loving to read and loving books is not something that people don't make fun of it anymore, okay? You know, it's like, oh, you're a bookworm. Thank you. It's cool now, apparently. All right, so the first book that I'm picking out, and this is one that I seen on my girl, Shalonda's channel. Hey, girl. This is Dazzling, and this is, there's the cover, there's the author's name. I haven't had time to practice it, so I'm not gonna even attempt, because I'm not gonna butcher it. But I think this is fantasy, and this is by a Nigerian author. Y'all know I love me some fantasy, especially, you know, fantasy that is like rooted in like African mythology, fantasies that are kind of, you know, have that West African inspiration, connection. Let's go connection. So, Treasure is our main character. Oh yeah, this is definitely fantasy, y'all. This is definitely fantasy. Oh, how old is Treasure? First of all, is this young adult? Because my baby is about to fall for the okie doke here. Okie doke, that's what my nephew says. Not the rope-a-dope, the okie doke. So our main character's name is Treasure. So her and her mom are basically, baby, they poor. Daddy's gone, daddy died. And her and mom are just struggling to make ends meet. And then one day she meets this man. And he's like, I'll bring your daddy back, but I'm gonna need for you to do something. You're not gonna like it. It's bad. Sounds like it's probably illegal. Then she looks down, she's like, wow, this man's feet are not touching the ground. He's not alive. He's not human. He's a spirit. Baby, if he's offering to bring somebody back from the dead, he's not just a spirit, baby. He sounds like a demon. Wait a minute, okay, how many people we got up in here? Because now we get another name. Ozomino. Ozamina. Okay, so we got Treasure and her mama, and then we got Ozamina. So apparently Ozamina is gonna get this great honor. And this great honor is to defend her land and protect her people by becoming a leopard. Her father, oh, okay, they're gonna become friends. This sounds cute, because they both don't have a daddy. That's not funny. That's not funny. Listen, you know, my daddy did too, so I get it. But yeah, so okay, so we got Treasure, we got Ozamina. Treasure's father died. Ozamina's father disappeared, so he could be alive out there somewhere. So Ozamina is supposed to become this leopard to protect her people. Ozamina's like, damn that, I don't want that. I don't want to carry the weight of the village on my back. I'm just trying to pass algebra. Damn. Hold on now. Ozamina might be the problem. Ozamina might be a whole damn problem. Her daddy disappeared, y'all. But then it says here, it says, hold on, because I can't see. It says that the two girls reckon with their burgeoning wildness and the legacy of their missing fathers, Ozamina's fellow students start to vanish. Her daddy vanished. Her classmates vanished. Hear me out. Hear me out. What is the common denominator? Who is tying everybody together? Her. Ozamina, you're disappearing, folks. I'm just saying it. Okay, so they're gonna be on a dangerous collision course. Ultimately, they must ask themselves, in a world that always says no to women, what must two young girls sacrifice to get what is theirs? Ozamina, girl, I want you to have the world. I really do. I understand you don't want to become a leopard, but why is everybody vanishing around you? That's all I want to know. Next, The Battle Drum, and this is by Sarah El Arifi. Sarah El Arifi. Or Sarah. Whatever. Okay, Sarah. I don't know. I'm probably saying it wrong. But first of all, get into that cover. She's gorgeous with those unruly curls. Y'all, this is book 2. This is book 2. What's book? Did I get book 1? Oh, that spine is a little. She look, baby, look, she just fell open like, you know, some legs that have been open a lot. It just, no resistance. Hold the hell on. Book 1, now, this is what I found with Book Outlet. Y'all will buy up all of book 1, and then all this left is book 2 in the series. Why? Buy them both. Now I'm stuck with book 2 and only have book 1. At least I'm getting this one at a lower price. I mean, if I don't want to have to pay full price for book 1, but you know, maybe I'll just wait and pick up book. Maybe I'll wait and pick up wait and see if I can find book 1 during the next Book Outlet sale. Oh, and it's a trilogy. Damn, I got 2 more books to go. This is young adult fantasy. It's book 2. I'm not gonna bother reading the description of it, but baby, get into her, cause she a thick mama. I'm gonna be in for a time with her. Oh, the author's so pretty. Yes, I looked down my glasses. Mind your damn business. I cannot see sometimes. Next, y'all, I think I need to see how many books are in this series, because I think I'm dangerously close to having them all. So this is The Silent Waters by Brittany Cherry. Another book in the Element series. I'm just curious how many books are in this series, because I want to know, you know, what I need to be looking for next during the Book Outlet sale. So this is book 3 in this series. Let me see how many books are in this series. It looks like it's only 4 in this. Okay, and I already have The Air He Breathes. That was 1. The Fire Between High and Low. I think that's on my TBR for this month. And then Silent Waters, and then book 4 is The Gravity of Us. Okay, so I just need 1 more and I'll have the whole series. All right. Oh, I didn't tell y'all what it was about. All right, so let's see. Y'all know these her synopsis are not synopsis. They're just like little, you know, confessions from the female main character. It says, our lives are a collection of moments, some full of yesterday's hurts, some full of tomorrow's promises. I've had many moments in my lifetime. Moments that changed me, challenged me, moments that scared me and engulfed me. But the biggest ones, the most heartbreaking and breathtaking ones, all included him. I was 10 years old when I lost my voice. Well, god dang, girl, look, what I tell you, Brittany? Dramatic. I was 10 years old when I lost my voice. A piece of me was stolen away, and the only person who could truly hear my silence was Brooks Griffin. He was the light during my dark days, the promise of tomorrow, until tragedy found him. Damn, girl, listen. Book 2, listen. Book 1, tragedy. Book 2, we read the back of that mug. That man died. Wait a minute. Book 3? Oh, this is book. Hold on now. Now I'm getting the order things wrong. Y'all not gonna start me the line. Wait a minute. That ain't a part of that. Hold on. The fire between high and low is. Hold on, now I can't count. The air he breathes. Tragedy. Fire between high and low. We said that man died. Okay. Then what other book did I just? Oh, I do have all 4. Do I have all 4 of them? I just read the damn description. I do. I have all 4 of them now. Okay. I promise I'm not on drugs. Unless it's caffeine. Then I am. All right. So anyway, people dying. I just feel like, Brittany, do you even like men? Because they all dying in these books. All right. So until tragedy found him. Tragedy that eventually drowned him in a sea of memories. Okay, so maybe he's not dead. He's just in a deep, dark depression. All right, anyway, this is the story of a boy and a girl who loved each other but didn't love themselves. Therapy. Sing it with me. They need therapy. Brittany, do you want us to be in love? Do you want us to? Why does it have to hurt so much? This book. But look at that cover, y'all. That is gorgeous. So this is Confessions in B Flat by Donna Hill. It says this is a civil rights love story. So this is set in 1963 in Harlem. We have our 2 main characters. We have our main man, Jason, and our girl, Anita. So Jason and Anita, they're both in Harlem. You know, they fighting the good fight. You know, power to the people. You know, we're here for black rights. But they have warring philosophies. So Jason, you know, believes in, you know, the teachings of MLK. And our girl, Anita, you know, she's this poet who knows it. And she is following the teachings of our main man, Malcolm X. So they have these warring ideologies, but somehow they're gonna find love. I mean, come on, you know, I mean, Malcolm and Martin were dapping it up. You know, they both, we kind of want the same thing. We just feel the need to go about it in different ways. So that's clearly what's gonna go on with these 2. Next. Okay, this is an author that I am starting to really enjoy, starting to really love. I have only read 2 books by her, but I've thoroughly enjoyed them both. And that is, so this is Little Rock by Okweke Emezi. Y'all, I read You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty. Absolutely loved it. It was such a good time. I thought it was just gonna be pure mess, but that book was so much more. And then I read her paranormal romantasy last year, Son of the Morning or Song of the Morning. I tend to, y'all cannot talk today. I'm about to give up. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. I think it's Son of the Morning. Anyway, I'm loving her writing. I've heard great things about this one, so I definitely wanted to pick it up. I'm going to try to get her entire catalog because like I said, I am loving her writing. So let's hear what it's about. I hear this might be a little gross too, but I'm here for it. This is a short blurb, so I'm just gonna read the blurb. Ima and Kalu are a longtime couple who have just split. When Kalu, reeling from the breakup, visits an exclusive sex party hosted by his best friend Ahmed, he makes a decision that will plunge them all into chaos, brutally and suddenly upending their lives. Ola and Soraya, 2 Nigerian sex workers visiting from Lahore, collide into the scene just as everything goes to hell. Sucked into the city's corrupt and glittering underworld, they are all looking for a way out, fueled by a desperate need to escape the dangerous threat that looms over them. I don't know what to make of this synopsis, y'all. I feel like this is gonna be wild. I don't even know what to make of the cover art. It's just wild. Like, this just seems like it's gonna be one of those, like, is this a fever dream? Is this an acid trip? Like, what is this? That's the impression I'm getting from this, because it's like, you know, you got these friends and then like sex workers come into it. There's a sex party. Just all right, moving on. Okay, so this is another one. Y'all know our girl Shaughnessy just be coming with the Rex. And this one, I think this one is historical fiction. This one is All We Were Promised by Ashton Lattimore. It is set in Philadelphia in 1837. Let me just take a little brief, let me take a gander. Y'all, my knees are starting to hurt. Says the past of 3 young black women in pre-Civil War Philadelphia unexpectedly and dangerously collide in this debut novel inspired by the explosive history of a divided city. So in this book we have, let's say, these three women. We have Charlotte, Nell, and Evie. Okay, so Charlotte is a runaway slave. Charlotte escapes from a plantation in the South, flees to Philly. She's thinking she's up north, she's safe, freedom, right? But not so much. So she's there in Philly. Her father is white passing, and to basically keep her safe, he kind of keeps her locked away. And then Charlotte meets Nell, who sounds like she is a free black in Philadelphia. She comes from a very wealthy family in Philly. Just when Charlotte feels like, hey, she's getting a hand on things, she's getting adjusted to life, she's feeling like, hey, I might actually have a shot at freedom here. A friend from her past shows up, and that is Evie. Is that right? Yeah, so Evie, unfortunately, Evie is still enslaved. Nell and Charlotte kind of concoct this plan to try to save Evie. They're putting themselves at risk as well. This sounds harrowing. This sounds like this is definitely going to pack a punch. Next, so this one, I was gonna say, oh, this sounds cute. So this is a little young adult romance. So this is gonna be kind of cute. I kind of wanted to read it for me, but I kind of also like one of my son to read it, because apparently this is, not only is this young adult romance, but this is kind of from the young man's perspective. So, I kind of bought it for me, but also kind of bought it maybe in the hopes that maybe my son might want to read it. Maybe even do like a buddy read together. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we can talk him into reading it with me. Yeah. So let's see what it's about. At the heart of it, we know it's a young adult little romance. Oh, I didn't even tell you what the book's called. My bad. This one is called 24 Seconds From Now, and this is by Jason Reynolds. Look at that. Little young black love. I want to read it. I want to read the synopsis to you guys. So it says, Neon is freaking out. 24 months ago, a feisty, fangy little dog chased him around the cemetery. Not Neon's finest moment. Except chasing the dog, chasing Neon was Aria. Way more than fine. Oh, so cute. 24 weeks ago, Neon and Aria are most definitely a thing, are thinking about connecting on a whole other level. What a whole other level is we talking about? 24 days ago, Neon tries not to die of embarrassment in the diner as his mother gives him a whole lot of things to think about before 24 minutes ago, Aria's parents are out for the evening and Neon is in with a bouquet of chicken tenders. Aria's most favorite thing besides Neon, as tonight's the night. Right now, Neon is freaking out. Photo of the feisty, fangy dog staring fiercely at him. And Neon and Aria aren't going to be doing anything if Neon can't get out of his head full of what ifs, and trust that his love for his girl is enough. This is gonna be so cute. Also sounds like they're trying to have sex, but this is gonna be so cute. Oh my gosh. This one is like really peeking at me. This looks scary. So this is When They Burn the Butterfly by Win Yi Lee. All right, and this is clearly fantasy or horror or something. Ooh, so this is set in Singapore in 1972. Digs it. Ooh, it says here, wait a minute. Singapore 1972, newly independent and grappling for power in a fast modernizing world. Here, gangsters in Chinese secret societies are the last conduits of their ancestors' migrant gods, and the back alleys where they fight are the last place magic has not been assimilated and legislated away. Oh, y'all, this sounds good. First of all, you had me at Chinese gangsters. This sounds good. So this is like some historical fiction, and it was before I was born, so I considered it. Oh, dang, y'all. First my memory card, now my battery. Nobody wants me to be great today. Not even my damn technology. God, Dizzle. Hold on, I gotta read this to y'all. Adeline, I ain't gonna say her last name because I ain't gonna get that wrong. Adeline never needed more company than the flame she can summon at her fingertips. That was before her mother died in a house fire with a butterfly seared onto her skin, leaving Adeline with no answers and no lead. Oh, one lead. A girl with a butterfly tattoo she chases down from a back alley bar fight. Girl, beat her ass because she knows something. She got a tattoo, a butterfly tattoo on her. Your mama had one burned into her skin. She knows something. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. She knows something. Ang Tien is a red butterfly, one of a gang of girls who came from nothing, sworn to a fire goddess, and empowered to wreak vengeance on the men who abuse and underestimate them. And how did her mama die? How did her mama end up like this? Ooh, maybe her mama was a part of the gang back in her day. Gang. Adeline's mother led a... Oh, see? True. There it is right there. Slow down, Shalita, just read. Adeline's mother led a double life as their patron. Her mama was a gangbanger. And the patron, okay, damn, she was important too. Now, Adeline's blood is the only thing keeping their flame burning. As she becomes entangled with the girl's dangerous world and with the charismatic Tien, Adeline finally starts to belong. But ambitious and paranoid neighbor gangs hunt at the edges of butterfly territory, and bodies are turning up in the red light district, suffused with a strange new magic. Adeline may have found her place, but with the streets changing by the day, it will take everything she is to keep it. With the streets changing. Okay, Adeline. I'm sensing like maybe even a little bit of a little sapphic romance in here because it says that she's entangled with these girls and with the charismatic Tien. So when you start throwing in adjectives like that, she feeling that girl. Sounds good. All right, so this is Chloe, a novel of secrets and lies. Y'all know my bread and butter, baby. Secrets and lies. A novel of secrets and lies. I think that's why I picked it up. Or I heard somebody talk about it. I can't remember. The mine ain't what it used to be. Okay, so this is by Connie Briscoe. I gotta like start like reading this to summarize it. I gotta start reading this a little quicker. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. So when did we even start? Oh, okay. So who is she in the grand scheme of things? Is it me or am I having a hard time keeping up with names here? Who the hell is Everett? Oh, okay. Okay, see the problem is that one moment she refers to this person by their full name and then she starts talking about him using his last name. Girl, don't do that. You confusing me. That's not that man's name. This is not the military. This is supposed to be a love story. So why are we referring to him by his last name? Now you just confused me. I thought it was an extra character. What the hell? Hold on now. See, now she's just confusing the hell out of me. Okay. Okay, so this one, I don't know. This sounds like a Lifetime thriller. Like romantic, what do they call them? Like a romantic thriller, suspenseful romance, something like that. Okay, so here, let me run it down to you. So we got a lot of people's names mentioned in here, and I got confused a couple times just reading the synopsis, but it's a short book, so hopefully I won't be too confused when I read it. We got a girl, Angel. She is a private chef for this wealthy black family called the Harrisons, right? So they are the most powerful family on Martha's Vineyard. The Harrisons throw this big ass party like every year. Everybody comes out, you know, A-list celebrities and all. Or at least that's what I gather. They always throw this big bash every summer or whatever. And, you know, the guest list is, you know, the rich and famous. So this year they invite Mr. Everett Bruce. He's a successful billionaire and he is a widow. So his wife apparently is no longer on this plane. She's no longer on this realm because she unalived herself. So Angel should be doing her job cooking the food, but she somehow falls in love with the billionaire, right? They have this whirlwind romance, which they end up getting married, right? So they get married. Angel moves in. She don't need to be no chef no more. She's married to a damn billionaire. She moves in with the billionaire. Something don't feel right. You know, it feels like Chloe is still with us. Like she's haunting this house. Probably like, bitch, this is my man. This is my house. What are you doing here? So she feels like Chloe's haunting her or haunting the house. Not only she got to deal with Chloe's ghost, but she also got to deal with with Everett's sister, who apparently, I guess, really, I don't know, I can't tell whether she really liked Chloe or not by this description. But whatever it is, she's still fixated on Chloe. And it sounds like Everett really deep down inside isn't quite over Chloe either. Yeah, things gonna start getting weird. Everett ain't who he seems to be. And Angel's realizing, maybe the grass is not greener on the other side. Oh, this one, now this one sounds so, I think I went back and forth on this one. I think I almost didn't get it. All right, where was the synopsis? Because a 40-year kiss, it sounded good. I do remember it sounded good. Okay. Charlie and Vivian parted ways after just 4 years of marriage. Well, something wasn't right then, Charlie. Too many problems, too many struggles, even though the love didn't quite die. Not you, it's not me, it's both of us. When Charlie returns to Wisconsin 40 years later, damn, he's not sure what he'll find. He is sure of one thing. He must try to reconnect with Vivian to pick up the broken pieces of their past. 40 years later, my G. 40 years later, picking up the pieces? But 40 years is a long time. I don't know what gave it away. The 40 years, bro. It's 40 years of other relationships, 40 years of building new lives, 40 years of long-held regrets, mistakes, and painful secrets. Y'all, they gotta be old as hell, and I love this. They what are they, 60? I'm here for it though. I am here for it. This sounds, y'all, I love second chance. When it comes to romance, I love second chance romance. I love when people, like, I don't know, they F up and then they figure it out and get back together. So that's what sounds like gonna happen. Like, they effed up. It took them 40 years to get it back together, but they gonna get it back together. I don't know. This sounds so promising. Okay, Nicholas. This better be good, Nick. This better be good, or this will be the last damn romance I read by a man. This is one that I know my girl Kayla, hi boo. This is one I know that Kayla has raved about. Birth of a Dynasty by Chinaza Bato. Yeah, so this is another one of those I think it's historical fiction, historical fantasy, my bad. It says intense political intrigue mixes with gorgeous world building to bring readers Birth of a Dynasty, the first book in a thrilling epic fantasy trilogy centered around 3 families fight for power in Akabulin, a land where blood is the most important currency, magic is feared, and prophecy holds sway. Loves a good prophecy. We do. We shall not forgive. We shall not forget. We will have our vengeance. Well, baby, get it. You shall have it. I assume after 3 books, you better have your vengeance. After witnessing the massacre of everyone he's ever known and loved, my God, this man needs a hug. Mkuri Makundi, the sole surviving member of the high noble house Makundi of Madata, vows revenge. I would too. You done killed my whole damn family? Baby, you shouldn't have left me alive. I'm coming for yours. I'm coming for you and everybody else. Makuri flees to a small village where he hides under the guise of farm boy Khalil Rossi, unaware that the real Khalil's father is the bloodthirsty general of the Zinzeli army, who, under the direction of one of the king's scheming sons, Prince Ephraim, was responsible for the murder of Makuru's people. So you mean to tell me you survived a massacre only to end up hiding out and assuming the identity of one of the members of the very family that's responsible for the death of your family? Baby, you just jumped right back in it. You just put yourself right back in danger.
Molly, you in danger, girl.
In another part of the country where giants roam free, young Zakora Namani, the only daughter of Lord Namani, knows nothing of political intrigue. She wants little more than to be a fierce Salinga warrior. But a well-known prophecy places too much potential power on her small shoulders, and as far as Prince Ephraim and the king know, she is the only living threat to their dynasty ruling forever. I mean, damn, Prince Ephraim. Bro, you out here just slaughtering everybody's family. So now you gonna come for hers? Okay, I'm not gonna read all this. But you know what? It says this is epic fantasy. I'm here for it. Has anyone else read this? Birth of a Dynasty. Let me know down in the comments. 2 more books and I'm gonna let y'all go. Because I gotta wash my daughter's hair. What time is it? It is getting late. We have Let the Games Begin by Rufaro Faith Mazarura. Let the games begin. So this is, when did this come out? This is a romance. What is this about? Why is this synopsis so tiny? Olivia has always been ambitious, smart, and an overall go-getter. Okay, queen, get it. Oh, is this set in Athens? Is this in Greece? Oh my gosh, yes. I love it. Black people in Athens. Okay, sorry. Got off topic. Now that she's graduated from university, she's willing to do whatever it takes to land her dream job at the Summer Games. Ooh, this is a sports romance. I don't know what gave it away. You know, them in athletic apparel on a field. I don't know. And the fact that it says games. Anyway, the first step, securing her new internship, which will put her in the center of all the action, where she hopes to run into some of her favorite athletes. Ezekiel, or Zeke, the heartthrob star runner of Team Great Britain, is more than ready to claim his title as the fastest man in the world, following in the footsteps of the greatest athletes of all time. His path to the finish line is looking bright. Despite his recent breakup with celebrated gymnast Valentina Ross Rodriguez constantly making headlines. Baby, that's what happens when you're a famous athlete, y'all. That's what happens when you in the public eye. Your business is everybody else's business, which is unfortunate for them. It really is. When Olivia and Zeke collide, literally, oh, it's a meet cute. It's a meet cute. They're literally gonna collide. When Olivia and Zeke collide literally on the first day of training, sparks fly. Sparks probably fly because they gonna bump heads and have a concussion. Okay, I'm being a pessimist. This sounds cute. As the games grow closer, so do Olivia and Zeke. But the competition starts stirring up uncomfortable memories from Zeke's past, and Olivia's internship doesn't turn out to be what she expected. Baby, do not mess with her career. Oh, you know what's gonna happen? She gonna end up in the spotlight because he's an athlete. Here comes daggone paparazzi. Here comes the news. All this. That's what's gonna happen. You see it all the time in movies. Will they be able to overcome these hurdles and achieve their dreams? Or will these obstacles come at the cost of their budding romance? This sounds cute. This is a little sports romance with a little meet cute to it. One last book. I think this one is like dark academia, fantasy, something like that. This is, oh, she's a little beat up. She's not ripped, but she's a little beat up. Okay, so this one is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. Rachel, my girl, right. Oh, it says Elspeth needs a monster. The monster might be her. Well, baby, if that's what we gotta be. Sometimes we gotta be the monster. All right, Elspeth, I hate that name for her. Elspeth Spindle needs more than luck to stay safe in the eerie, mist-locked kingdom of Blunder. She needs a monster. She calls him the Nightmare, an ancient mercurial spirit trapped in her head. Oh shit, baby. He protects her. He keeps her secrets. But nothing comes for free, especially magic. When Elspeth meets a mysterious highwayman on the forest road, her life takes a drastic turn. Girl, didn't I ever teach you not to talk to strangers? Especially on some dark road. Thrust into a world of shadow and deception, she joins a dangerous quest to cure Blunder of the dark magic infecting it. Except the highwayman just so happens to be the king's own nephew, captain of the most dangerous men in Blunder, and guilty of high treason. A maiden must unleash the monster within to save her kingdom in this dark, lush, gothic fantasy debut. Ooh, this would go well with like a good dark lo-fi, dark academia lo-fi playlist. I am very pleased with this order. Book Outlet has not failed me yet. That's it, guys. That's all I got for y'all. I'm trying to polish off this coffee so I can go wash this little girl's hair. All right, guys. Well, that is it. That is all that I have for you today. If you stayed to the end, thank you so much for rocking with your girl and hanging in there. Did you shop the Book Outlet sale, the last sale? Let me know. What you got. A little bit few of the books, one of the books, two books, I don't know. You know, tell me a little bit. As always, friends, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And until the next one, friends. Bye. There's kids out here. Oh, now I'm sounding like an old person for real. Look at these badass kids. Oh, I have some really dry skin going on. Oh, somebody's getting a Prime order. Look, I'm being nosy. Not me. I didn't order anything. Thrillers, horror, whatever. It's kind of big. That's what she said. The ash out between the fingers, girl. My God. All right, anyway. Moving on. I don't know where I'm gonna put these books. This is kind of a tall book. Is this a tall book on my mat? No, it's not. Can't see. And it eventually said it. My God, girl, can you talk today? Am I ashy? I feel like I am. Whatever, it's just y'all. We're family. We're family. What's a little ash between family? Yeah, have a heart. Nope, that definitely made it worse. Can't see shit now. All right, we got Olivia and Ezekiel.